Hello, today I want to talk about something very pertinent and important. Yeah, with regards to the education system in Africa, it could be extendable to any other continent. Yeah, so I would want to start with a question, and the question is, what is the big picture to our education system from the primary school to the secondary school to the universities? That's the tertiary institutions. What is the big picture? Not just the big picture that the framer of the curriculum knows, but the big picture that is conveyed to the students, to, of course, the pupils, the students in secondary school and also in tertiary institutions. I really think that we have this missing piece because I've been in the system and I understand what it is with regards to not knowing the big picture, not knowing why I'm learning what I'm learning. You are in primary school, you have to learn a whole lot of subjects. Why? Because you just have to learn this, pass the exam, and move to the next class. So you're being demoted. It's not because you did not understand, but because we didn't see you didn't pass the exam. So every effort is made to pass the exam, and this understanding is constantly reinforced from primary school moving up to the secondary school, the junior secondary school. The same thing, you have to pass the exam to move to the next class. So you take your mathematics serious, your English language, your civic education, your accounting, everything. You just have to work hard. And why are you working hard? So that you can move to the next class. That is the picture, that is the vision, that is the future that is being painted, and the children buy into this picture, and that's their vision, and their parents also have that kind of vision too, that they how I would know that you're making progress is that you're moving to the next class. I'm seeing your report card and you're making A's, B's. Then the teacher actually also is a tool to reinforce this understanding that you have to listen to me, listen to what I'm teaching you, grab what I said to you, read your books so that you can answer my questions. And the teacher also marks the students based on their conformity with what is taught and ability to produce almost exactly what is taught, what was taught. We move to the senior secondary school where you have to write your final exams. That's your high school exams. That will the it's called, we have the West African examination, the school certificate examination, and also the, depending on the location you are. Nigeria has the NACO, and every other country may have their own model. So you have this qualifying exam that will guarantee that, okay, if you pass it, you move to the tertiary, you can get admission to move to the tertiary institution. So your focus is get the right subject combination, pass them, and move to the university. That is the big picture. Now, because the picture is to write exam, pass the exam, and move to the next class, people do all they would do just to just to get at that future, because that's the purpose for goals. The purpose for goals is to meet the goals, right? You set a target to meet a target. Now everything you are doing will be focused on meeting that target. That's why people can cheat in the exam hall. They are desperate. They can go behind and meet the examiner. They can even buy certificates, because that is the ultimate, to pass the exam and to move to the next class, to show that certificate that I have gone through this phase, and I've moved on, or I have a qualification. But okay, let me say this. This picture, this future, this vision is what is has crippled our education system and is ineffective. Talk more of efficient in like, if you want to talk about efficiency is just far-fetched. Let's just talk about effectiveness. It is not effective with regards to what education should do. Education that should enlarge, broaden the mind, expand the horizon of a student to think problem solving, is now shutting down that mind, shutting down that thinking ability to solve problem, to focus on, let's solve the examination problem, let's scale exams. So that's why people will cram and whatever the textbook, and those who are good at cramming are the ones that come out with flying colors, according to what we call it. So those who are not good at cramming but they want to understand, and of course you cannot write it in your own words because the teacher wants exactly what is in the textbook. So there is no application, there is no learning to know, to apply. When you don't know, when you don't learn to know, and when you don't learn to know, to apply, because you don't even know what you're applying it to. Why am I learning mathematics? Why quadratic equation? Why simultaneous equation? I'm even speaking with regards to those who are not going for pure sciences. Why am I learning all this? Okay, it's to help your cognitive senses, so that you can solve problems. Are there no other ways I can expand my cognitive senses and abilities? Those other ways that I could actually see the solution, the problem I'm actually solving for myself, for my environment, and ultimately for my world. Must we do things that are in the clouds, like they don't have application, real life application? First of all, to the individual, the purpose of learning is for transformation, for change. And when it is not, the change won't occur presently. At least we have a forecast of what you are transforming, for you to get to apply it to when you get to this point. But in this scenario, it is about writing the exam and passing it so that you can move to the university. Now we think, okay, university is the big picture. You get to the university, and the university still has that understanding, that that mindset, that even everybody is working with, it's like a charm. Everyone is under the influence of this charm, that we are here so that you can write exam. Show us that everything that we downloaded, in fact everything that we told you, you downloaded them and you wrote exactly what we said, so that you can pass and move to the world. Now when you get to the world, you're confused, you're wondering, okay, all I learned, how can I apply it? You're asking the question at the wrong time, because it was failed. Like the question should have been answered earlier, when you were in primary school, when you were in secondary school. Peradventure it wasn't when you're in university. So you are learning. It's like you are gathering a whole lot of information that you cannot convert into problem solving ideas, problem solving techniques. When we were in secondary school, I can't even remember how many courses we took. They were were they up to 16? Schools used to usually brag about how many courses they offer. Okay, our schools offer 15 courses, we do 19, and that's what parents buy, because it is a whole system that we have intermeddled and we are intertwined with, that the whole lot we have to release ourselves, starting from our understanding, our mindset. What is the purpose for all this? Why is my child learning all this? What what transformation am I seeing in her life? How is she applying it at home? How is she applying it in her, with her friends in the society? How has this child become a better citizen of our country by virtue of learning everything civic education teaches, and all these? Okay, you study fine arts, but you can't draw anything. I mean, you cannot, a whole lot of things that we just jam pack into our head. They are not even sinking at all. It's just a whole lot of it, they become like trash, because since they are not being utilized, they fly away and they become redundant. So we should tailor our education system. It's going to take a whole lot of overhauling, a whole lot of moves and shifts and replacements and orientation and training. So we have to redefine, reorient our education system towards problem solving. Let the children see it has to start from the top, going down. The person who prepares the curriculum, the schools themselves, the teachers themselves need to be taught, because they don't understand that what they're teaching is about solving real life issues, applying whatever knowledge to future problems, current problems, even answering, okay, developing current. Just the students can actually develop a problem and provide solution, something beyond what has been established in the past can come up. And it can happen when your education does not encourage innovation. So your education system has to encourage creativity and innovation. And how can you do that? You have to prime the minds and the intellect of the students by being more practical conscious. Be more interested in getting the students to know how things apply in real life situations, so that they can apply it. Then even in the process of applying, they can now see how you can develop something else apart from what we are taught. They can elaborate and expand on already existing information. They can even develop new ideas. We should get towards that. Our education system needs, it's a need, it needs to be transformed. It needs to be transformed. It needs to be transformed. And that is how we can maximize the potentials that Africans have. Let me stop here. I may make further clips on this, because I'm not even satisfied that I have said everything I need to say with regards to this. Well, that would be it for now. Till next time. Bye.